Fires 2025, let's bring some unpopular opinions. I'm Kat and I've been living in Spain for the past 9 years. I heard a lot about huge Valencian festival called Las Fallas. This year my friends decided to go and I realized, okay, this is my chance. You gotta see something once in your lifetime. I didn't know everything about all the aspects of Las Fallas. I was really shocked with what I saw. There were a couple of things that I loved and a couple of things that I really hated. So let's dive into it and discover what they are.
Wow, qué bonito, es vestido tradicional.
¿Perdona?
Es vestido tradicional.
El vestido tradicional, sí.
Qué bonito, mucha historia.
¿Me doy la vuelta? ¿Me doy la vuelta?
Sí, 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 porfa. Muchísimas gracias, eres muy guapa. Que tenga buen día.
Charlie Chaplin was one of my favorite things about Las Fallas. Well, I'm joking, of course, but it's one of the reasons for sure is what you're seeing right now. It's the fact that everyone is allowed to wear whatever they want and all kinds of creative outfits. Most importantly, thousands of falleros, as they're called, and falleras, dressed in their traditional costumes and exemplify some of the best Valencian craftsmanship. I really love the idea of supporting your local area and showing some of your best outfits, and in general just mesmerizing to watch all of that together with music, with festivals, and crowds of people was something you don't enjoy but you kind of expect. So I will put it as one of the critical points, criticisms. If you don't like crowds, don't go, but at the same time I would say it's something expected when you go to such a big event. Reason number 2 of what I absolutely loved are Las Fallas themselves. What are Las Fallas? You see one right here with spectacular and funny and satirical image of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Las Fallas are basically these spectacular sculptural monuments that are made of wood and papier-mâché, and all of them are placed around the city, around squares, to be admired by the public. But then very soon they will be burned. As well as the large fires, there are also children fires like this one in the video, and they're much smaller in size, designed by and actually made for the little ones.
This gives me like Little Prince vibes, to be honest.
A friend recommended us to use this app, Valencia and Fallas it's called. You just search for it on App Store and you can see a map of Fallas. The ones that are marked with like this winning prize symbol are the best, and then they're rated as 1 and 2. I would recommend this app in general, but I know that there are a lot of resources, articles, so feel free to search for them. We witnessed Las Fallas on the first day, so here you can see the construction is still going on, and it was kind of fascinating to observe how in this video, for example, they're moving hand or arm that was still undone, or a lot of the statues were still covered in plastic.
Oh, and the arm goes. Nice. It's very interesting how they put the arm in place. Oh! Bravo!
Maybe you just heard a man saying La Crema. La Crema is the final act of the fires, when the hundreds of fires monuments are being burned. Look how cool this puma is. How dare they are to burn something like this? I didn't understand it. Of course, the answer is tradition. It's been a very long tradition for Spain, and the festival honors Saint Joseph, the patron saint of carpenters, and it symbolizes renewal, as the burning of the sculptures La Crema marks a fresh start. Sounds like a nice philosophy, right? But I would argue that this philosophy is problematic. Every sculpture has niñots, as it's called in Spain. It's this kind of sculptures that are part of every big sculpture. They consist of it. And they're placed throughout the city. Some are small, some are big. Nearly all of them are burned at the end of fires. Niñots were once made of wax and wood. Now I read that they're made out of polystyrene, a type of styrofoam. Burning polystyrene produces a giant black cloud of smoke, releasing toxic chemicals into the air. Imagine the black clouds of smoke all over the city on the night of the Crema. When I learned all of this, I was shocked. I thought all this talk about climate change, and yet nowadays in 2025, we're still doing this? Are you serious, Valencia? Like, why is not anyone speaking about it? On many websites, I read that the sculptures are being done from wood and papier-mâché, but even if you take a close look to when they were moving the arm and when the sculptures are being put together, you can see that it's not just wood and papier-mâché. So it is really damaging for environment. And this is one of the reasons why I absolutely disliked Las Fallas. Not every sculpture burns in the Fallas. Every year they do like a public vote where one niñot from children's collection and big collection is being saved. So they've been pardoned since 1934 and are kept and can be visited in the Fallas Museum. That unfortunately I haven't done yet, but I think it's a cool idea to preserve and keep them. And part of me was thinking, why can they donate this to different schools or municipalities? There are for sure ways to do that. And imagine making one fire takes such a long time, lots of creatives. It is very cost efficient. It must be very expensive to make one. Community spirit, as you can see, is wonderful. In general, what I loved about Las Fallas is how friendly everyone seemed in the city. These big groups marching through the city, singing, playing music instruments. That, I have to admit, was really beautiful. Don't get me wrong, I love a good celebration, I'm not a snob, and I love the community spirit that such events bring to local communities like the one in Valencia. There are many concerts and different events around the city. Music is being played everywhere. But I have to show you in the next image what the real problem is. This is one of the real images that you won't see in too many places, but this is what you see after one of the mascletas is happening. Mascleta is a firework that happens for many days at 2 p.m. And unfortunately, the amount of trash that's being left by many people was crazy. I feel very sorry for all the workers who have to clean the city afterwards. And the amount of drunk people was also insane. It really spoiled the whole experience, along with all the fireworks and pyrotechnics that they were using. And now I come to the main reason why I wouldn't recommend going to Las Fallas. If you are sensitive to noises like me, but also if you're just like feeling uncomfortable from all the pyrotechnics, don't go there. I expected that some of it is going to happen, but the amount was just shocking. What truly shocked me is that there were no rules. I saw very young kids using fireworks, pyrotechnics. A lot of them were thrown at people. When me and my friend were passing through the street, one guy threw it at me, and when I pointed it at him, he said, "Well, this is permitted, we can do it." Think about all the devastating effects it can have on animals who are probably scared and hiding in the flats. And yes, I understand that this is tradition, but I totally agree with this amazing video that I found where the guy is protesting and he's walking and actually asking for the silence. Just because like the fireworks are heard everywhere, not every citizen of Valencia chooses it, and not every firework is even spectacular. A lot of them are small and you don't even see anything, and they're being used by kids, by 5-6-year-old kids, and this is permitted. It was really crazy to observe and something I just didn't like at all. I felt very scared. I saw people throwing it at other people. Theoretically, fireworks and firecrackers can only be lit during Fallas week and in very specific and limited places for them. There is even a schedule to do it, but that's only theory. The reality is that the falleros believe that the rules do not suit them and that we all enjoy the noisy party, and they do not respect any laws at all, simply because it's Fallas. and this is unfortunate. Making a quick research into statistics of accidents shows that there were many accidents with people killed as far back as 1971, and famous accident happened not that long ago in 2023 with 21 people injured. And all of this makes me question this tradition, because maybe some traditions are just outdated. Why can't we just enjoy art without burning it, without turning it into horrible spectacle that can cause harm to people as well as animals, as well as our climate and our planet? That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something new and interesting about Spanish culture, about Valencia, about Las Fallas. So please, if you enjoyed this video and if you agree with some of my points, give this channel a subscribe. I'll be making a lot more videos in the future, so don't miss it. And thank you so much for watching. Your copycat.